We need to work on it, and we can score more. Yeah, we don't lack the quality of justice Blay in our team. We have Sheriff who plays in the same position, Richard Blay Agadas plays in the same position, Udasiru also can also play in the same position, Yeke can also play in the same position. But every good team is a team that has depth in the team. And then player in, player out, the quality becomes the same or it becomes better. So we thought it wise that in order to have depth in the team, and especially in that position, once he's one of the best in that position in the country, we should go for him. So the reason why we brought him, not that we lack quality in that position, we have it in the 4 players I've just mentioned. Listen, I mean, he's very good offensively. If you look at him, he can create some spaces and run into those spaces. That was why he saw a lot of the ball in dangerous positions in the vital area of the opponent. It's just that I think most of the time he lacks positional awareness, and sometimes he reads the game ahead of the intentions of the teammates. So sometimes it's either too early or too late, and I've already engaged him on this line of discussion, and I know it will become better. And normally when the player is doing well and the final passes are not going as expected, you don't just get up and change it. Sometimes it can change the dynamics of play in that zone of play. So sometimes you keep an eye on the player, you watch him for some time, and if you still encourage him and he's not doing the right things, then probably bring him out. So at a point in time, I thought he made the audience to get greater part of his thoughts on the field of play. So he became a little bit, let me say, confused, unquote and unquote, on the field. Hence, we have a lot. Gamma is likely to return for a fitness test. The last time he did his test, in terms of frontal runs, I mean, he passed those frontal runs. I mean, when I say frontal runs, I mean running forward, straight forward. But lateral movement, moving on the side, he felt some pain around the ankle. So we had to do further scan to look at it. As far as what do you call it? Isaac Opon is concerned, I mean, the leg is in the cast. I mean, what you call POP. So, I mean, the time, I think he's been given some time, and treatment is ongoing. What do you call it? Clinton Opoku is also undergoing treatment. In fact, the injury at Boma, we thought was a minor one, but it was a severe one from what the medical report indicated. So he needs a lot of time to rest. Yeke Apio are suffering from groin. You know, groin, if you don't allow it to heal very well, you come and you go back, and it wouldn't be in the best interest of the players and then the team. Who else is left out? Andy Kumi is supposed to go through surgery, and we are making the necessary arrangements for him to go through surgery. So basically, he will be out of the season. Amankuna had a slight knock, and from the scan, he could have trained, but once we have same players, I mean, we have players who can play in that position. We didn't want to mix him, so we decided to let him rest based on the medical advice by the medical team. So hopefully he will resume training next week. Who else is left? In terms of trying to manage them, I've tried to always let them understand that they are playing for the biggest club in the country, and they always have to do their best, whether in pain or in joy. They have to do their best to play. For those who are injured, normally I tell them that mentally they have to be on top of their recovery process, because it's also part of the recovery process. Knowing that you can get well very soon. Those who are left are okay. I made them understand that it's an opportunity for them to play, because for me, if you know me very well, every registered player is a good player. I think once you are under my tutelage, it is my responsibility to ensure that the salaries you receive, you work for it. So I'll make sure that subject to training. As far as the defensive and offensive principles of your position that you play are concerned, I'll take you through and I'll subject you to training. And once you believe in me and I also believe in you, I think it will work. So that's why, even though we have these high-profile players injured, we still have those who are playing well. Look at Sheriff Mohammed today. he was super. I mean, in terms of with the ball and without the ball. And I told him today that it's an opportunity for him to showcase his talent, tell the Fabulous family that he can play. And that was exactly what he did.
Okay.
I was congratulating him. When the light shines, it should be put on top of a mountain, not under the mountain. So once he did well, you even saw it when he was announced as the best player. It received spontaneous applause from everybody, including myself. We saw it and we need to celebrate it. So I went there to congratulate him. And that's the responsibility.
Yes, my brother again. Who keeps on motivating me and training day in, day out, phone calls and all stuff, just to keep my head up. Because I came here, it wasn't easy at the beginning, but as time goes on, we keep on training, keep motivating us, those new players. So that's how everything came on.
Okay.
Just I just have to adapt to them because I've been training with them morning, evening, so I get to know their weaknesses and their strengths. So I just have to adjust myself to them. So I will all get to know.
Okay, last question.
Concentration, because at training, I always play, sometimes we play man down. Coach will intentionally let us play man down, so we work around. So that's how we all get used to that. And secondly, that's stay fast. That's the same thing our coach normally do. We play a man down, so we run around. We get used to all the positions.